Welcome back, fellow bush babies, to another episode of Minecraft, where last episode we had ourselves a spooky good time, but the world is back to the way it was pre-Halloween, or technically post-Halloween. Actually, it would be a little bit of both. I mean, it's post this Halloween, but it's pre-next Halloween. So, you know what? First, we're going to just get a few little pieces of meat off these piggies here. We're going to come over and we're going to break that sign, because we've already built the brewing shop. And hey, it looks like we have another one, and it looks like it's from Grimhilda. Now, for those who hadn't joined me on the last episode, or in the live stream last Saturday, we had ourselves a bit of a good time. We went down and did some mining, we got some stuff together, took care of some opening trades for Alex, and in the last episode, we came pretty close to just obliteration while actually, we completely got obliterated by this gal right here. Now, look at that beautiful, beautiful nose. Hey there. She's not going to hurt me. Actually, she can't hurt me right now because she's behind glass. So, that is Grimhilda. And Grimhilda, you had a sign outside. I don't even know how you got out there, to be completely honest with you. But you know what? We're going to take a look around your shop real quick. It looks like we can make splash potions here. 3 for 1 gold. Not bad. And, whew, that is a steep... Okay, I'm assuming golden nuggets, of course. But she's got a pretty good stock of things. Well, not so good. Okay, I take that back. You have a terrible stock of things. And most of these are just potions that I brewed for you. So I think you're just trying to resell me everything I already sold. Or made, or whatever. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and read this. Let's see. How dare you lock me up in this shop? Do you have any idea who I am? Well, I guess I'm Grimhilda now. What kind of name is that? So you want me to run this potion shop? I guess I have no choice. It's not terrible, except for these potions in those chests. What kind of pathetic brews are those? If you want good potions, you need good bottles, and only my sisters know how to make the best. Of course, they aren't just going to give them to you. If you want me to run this place, you better get me some good materials to brew with. My sisters and I like to hang around huts in the swamp. Why don't you take that empty map there and try to find one? And good luck. They aren't going to give you a warm welcome if you find them. Ha 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 ha. Well, that's just mean, you know. Okay. Oh, and take that awful weakness potion. I won't have that shoddy stuff in my shop. Well, Grimhilda, you are not very nice, but then again, you are a witch, so I guess we can't really expect you to be. I know, well, you said to take it, and I don't want to make you mad, and we've got an empty map, so... No, she's using her little magic over there. Alright, Grimhilda, so you want us to find a swamp, and I do believe there's a big swamp down to the south. There's also swamps actually to the north, east, and west of this place, but I've kind of seen those already. Well, not the one in the north. I'm pretty sure there's one up towards the north, but I might be mistaken. But the one in that direction is actually really, really small, and I believe there's one in that direction, but I can't really remember. But I know for a fact, while I was filling out this particular map we're living on, I saw the beginnings of a swamp down in the south. So, we're going to take our leftover pumpkin pie, we're going to come up here real quick, and I'm going to dump off all the stuff I don't need. Then we're going to grab us our regular map, and we're going to head south. So, I'll be right back once I'm done preparing for all of that, and we're going to get this little exploration mission underway. Alright, so we're just about ready to hightail it on out of here, but the first thing that I want to do is I want to come over here and see if I can enchant this book, because we're looking to get a Silk Touch book. And so far, I haven't been able to do that. Alright, you enjoy your gold there, Frank, and I'm going to just throw this book in here. Level 30 and Smite. I don't want Smite, Frank. Frank, you just have the worst enchantments. Alright, I'm just gonna sell that off to you, and you know what, you have a good night, Frank. We're just gonna get out of here for now, so. And it looks like we're locked out, which is fine, because we're going to be on the move anyway. And you know, let's go ahead and just sleep right here on the bridge. I brought my bed with me just in case, because I want to see how much it'll take to repair this bow. I was also kind of hoping it might be a little more useful. Maybe get us something, I don't know. But you know what? Let's take a look at this. Armor prices. I believe he had, let's see. Oh, he sells, let's see what this is. Repairs 2 gold for any piece of gear. Okay, so he repairs things for 2 gold. That's not too bad. We just got that back. Now what about, actually, it doesn't say anything about bows. We're just going to assume that bows are under there. But he gives 4 gold nuggets for 1 diamond and 2 gold nuggets for an iron ingot. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with your book here, buddy. You know what? That's not too bad. And this note is probably old, but let's take a look. Uh, the smell of molten metal and soot-covered stone. This is a blacksmith's dream, no doubt about it. Thank you, Bush Baby. I'd say this is even better than the one back in my old village. Well, he really talks funny. Stock's a little slim, though, not likely to be selling anything till I get some things to sell. Even the displays aren't done being filled. If you get a chance, bring me by some iron and diamonds. Dump 'em all on me, and I'll forge up some keepers. Mind you, I gotta charge for the work. Check the price book, and you'll find the prices are more than fair. And to make things even better, I'll pay you for raw materials you bring. 4 gold for a diamond. We've already seen that. Just drop them off and take your payment. Don't buy pre-crafted armor. All right. So there's that. But right now, we're gonna go under the assumption that you get 2 gold, but we gotta see how much it actually costs to do this first. So, oh, that's expensive. What if I switch it around? Oh, that's even more expensive. All right, you know what, Alex? We're just gonna get out of here. Sorry to trouble you there, buddy. Sorry. And we're going to head south. We need to head far south. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just do that, and then I'll be back, oops, once we actually find something worth finding. Look at this, we found our spawn chest. We actually found where we spawned. Oh, let's take a look at that. Where are we? We're actually not too far from where we settled down. We settled down all the way over there. And this thing just keeps respawning, so you know what? We're going to take it. Because if it's just gonna keep respawning in our world, there's absolutely no reason why we wouldn't take it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just chop this down. And we're not too far from where we need to be. We are right near the desert. There we go. And I gotta get that map back. Let's not use the new map. That would be bad. So we just need to go a little bit further this way, and I found a neat cave, I found some flowers, I even found some coal. So, our butcher and, in fact, our blacksmith now, because he's trading for coal, they're going to be pretty happy about that. So on the way, while I'm getting sidetracked, getting flowers and all sorts of other things, I want to talk a little bit about the live stream, because the live stream was a lot of fun. We saw a pigman with a pumpkin on his head, and I nearly died in a ravine that I found while mining. It was a really good time, and I'm really glad for the people that stopped by and joined me. If you didn't know already, I do some live streaming on Saturdays. It usually depends on what time my internet is working correctly, but I try to keep it somewhere around early day. And this one was somewhere around 2 o'clock. It was a materials gathering thing, so that's why I have so much material. Well, that's why I had so many levels, because we did a lot of mining in that live stream. And we got a bunch of coal, we opened up some more trades with Alex, and it was just a really good time. So, I don't necessarily remember which way along this way I saw that swamp, and maybe I'm actually a little mistaken. Maybe I didn't see a swamp down this way, but we already chose this direction, so we're just gonna keep going. And I'm already seeing some cool new stuff. Look at that. A little floating island. Oh, let's hop off there. And if we have time, by the time I get home, I'm going to be cutting out a lot of the stuff that we don't need to be showing, just a lot of idle exploration and quiet dead air. But if we have time, I'm probably going to go ahead and pull out a golden apple. And, oh, there we go, new map. And I will be dealing with a brand new villager. So, oh, there's the swamp. I knew that I'd seen it. I was just a little too far over. But like I was saying, we might get ourselves a new villager friend today. How exciting is that? So let's eat ourselves some pie. Num 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 num. Leftover pie is always the best. It's almost always better than the day it was made. So we're going to keep going. And we came south, which means all we have to do is go back north. And I'm going to explore around here a little bit. I'm going to go over and grab this coal. We're going to look for a witch hut. It's going to be an awesome time. So, let's come right on over here. I will grab this coal up, and I will see you back when something else interesting happens. Alright, I've covered a little bit of the map. It turns out that the swamp that I saw was actually really small, so that's a little bit disappointing, but we found this awesome structure over here. Look at this. The natural terrain on this is just amazing. I am so glad that we picked this world to live in, because look at that. Well, technically we didn't pick it, but So that's our old map. We need to continue over this way, and we're just sort of zigzagging around the map to try and see if we can't find a swamp biome. In fact, now that we're dead center in the middle, I think I might just change direction, start going this way. Because, why not? We haven't said that in a while, and that's still true. Why not? So we're going to have to remember that that amazing generation is there, because that looks like something we could really do some cool stuff with. And I'm trying to just kind of hop around and see if I can find anything, but oh, look at that. This place is so cool. Alright, let's get back on focus. Let's hope that down this way we can actually find ourselves a swamp, because things are looking a little bit bleak, and I'm gonna just swing on over here and grab these roses, because we need them. We need roses. We need lots of red, just in case we actually do need it. And there, and bone mealing is not always the best option, because then you have to break everything. It gets annoying. But if they're here, we may as well grab them. So, back down this way. And I think that I'm going to go ahead and jump again, and I'll be back once again. Hopefully the next time I'll have found a swamp. Well, I'm back once again, and I haven't filled in all that much more, but check it out, a double ravine. I nearly ran right into this guy. I love the generation. I keep saying that, and it's always true. I just love the generation in this world. Look at this. This is so cool. If we had the time, I would definitely go down there and check it out, but I really want to find that swamp, and I'm starting to think that there's not going to be another swamp down in this area. Hey, there's a wolfie. I would stop for the cow too, but again, I just kind of want to move along. But look, oh, there's a village! You know what? Let's go say hi to these guys. Well, guys, I've searched the entire village, and it looks like there's just nobody here. This is another abandoned village. I guess the zombie plague must have come this far, too, so that's pretty disappointing, but I guess we shouldn't have gotten our hopes up too much. And, yeah, it looks like this village is abandoned, so we're just gonna have to move on. I'm not even gonna stop to take their things. I don't see a blacksmith anywhere around here anyway. But maybe I'll come back and take a look here. Um, what direction do we want to go? Actually, while I was looking around, I just remembered I saw something. Let's see. Oh, there it is. See what that is? We have found our first desert temple, guys. So, we're going to hop on over here and we're actually going to raid this instead. Because it looks to me like there's no witch hut down in this direction. We still haven't explored the whole map, but judging by what we've found so far... Down here, be ready for anything. You want to fight? You want to fight? Okay, you don't want to fight. We have to be very, very careful because TNT is definitely still on. So we're going to mine down this way. And we're going to quickly, if we can, nope, can't reach it yet. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm full. I'm full of things. What do I do? Oh, there's diamond horse armor. Oh no, I'm full of things. Oh, there's diamonds! Okay, we have to think about this very carefully. I want the TNT under here, too. Oh, well, that saves some room. I don't really care about the pressure plate. Okay, good. Now, let's get that out of here. We don't need... What do we need? We definitely don't need the dirt. Throw that down there real quick. We need blocks to be able to get out of here. We don't need the seeds. We had cobblestone. Oh, that's right, from mining all that other stuff. So you know what? Let's just put some stuff back down here. We're gonna just leave the chests, I think. We definitely want the diamonds. I really want the bones. I don't need this. Don't need these. Don't need sticks. Bones. Alright. And definitely want the gold. That is a great thing to have found. Diamond horse armor! Awesome! Awesome! Okay, we got a lot of gold out of this, guys. Rotten flesh. I could give it to the dogs. They'll be happy about that. So let's get on up here. Let's break out the cobble. Actually, let's get out the sandstone first. Because we can come back and mine this temple out later. And I hear nasty things. Where'd you go? I don't like the sound of nasty things. Alright. So, let's get on out of here. We've already made a pretty good discovery in this episode. The only thing that could make this better is if that village had some people in it. But hey guys, we found ourselves a jungle temple. How cool is that? Or a desert temple. We found 2 jungle temples already. Is that one? Or... I think that's just more jungle trees. They look so much like temples when they're clustered together like that. Alright, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just traverse the rest of the map. I'm going to try and fill it in. And then if I don't find anything... Well, the next time I see you guys is if I either find a swamp, forest, or... Oh, no, I'm messing it all up. The next time you see me is either when I'm going to be home... or when I find a witch hut. So, I will see you guys in... Alright, look at this. I just got done with one half of the map, and I decided to come over here and start from the edge for a second, and we finally found it. Now, what I had thought was that the swamp from the top would kind of continue on down this side, or the other side, rather, but it looks like we basically stumbled onto a witch hut by random chance from me making a simple mistake. So this is awesome. Check this out. And there's some piggies here to congratulate us. Hello there, piggies. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to I'm sorry. You understand. So look at this beauty. Let's get on around in here and let's hope that there are no witches home because, well, witches are scary. We saw what they could do with the last episode, and we don't want that again. But it looks like this is a completely intact witch farm. Well, it will be a witch farm. And using this, we'll be able to go ahead and just stock Grimhilda with all of the things that she's going to need in order to make our potions. So, let's get on in here and just kind of take a look around. We got some torches. We'll go ahead and light the place up. Come on now. There we go. And down. And we've got a wood block. Oh, we need one more step. Hold on a minute. Easily fixable. Yeah, there we go. So it looks like Grimhilda was actually correct. There's a witch farm, or there's a witch hut here. Yeah! Let's get ourselves a nice little selfie here. We've just claimed a witch hut for ourselves. So I'm going to very quickly jot this down on a piece of paper. Okay, witch hut, and let's get out of third person actually. 412 and 148 it looks like. Yep, 148. So those, well, negative 412, let's not get that confused. So we'll be able to easily make our way back here, and we can turn this into a witch farm if we can manage it. So I'm excited to try that, and I might try doing that during a live stream, but for now, I am going to get home, because I think I've slept maybe about 5 times during the whole episode, and I am quite far away from home. We have to go all the way back up north, and then through a whole other one, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to punch down a couple of these trees, make a boat or two so that I can get home. And once we get there, I'm going to pick, I actually have some more gold on me. I would have been able to anyway. We're going to buy a golden apple and take that splash potion of weakness, and we're going to wait till nighttime rolls around. We're going to try and get ourselves another villager. So, I'll be right back once I get all of that done. And congratulations, guys, we have found ourselves a witch hut. Yay! Ah, the familiar sights of home. Look how pretty that looks after that long, long journey. So we're just going to come on over here. We're going to park. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Don't break the boat. Don't break the boat. We're going to need it later, maybe. Okay. So, we'll just pick the boat back up because it's just going to drift anyway. We are going to dump all of our stuff in a temporary chest for now. We're going to go and make ourselves a picture frame, or whatever you want to call it, a item frame, rather. We are going to get ready to capture ourselves another villager. So, let's go ahead and just dump everything in here. This one is the new map. So that one is south. And we'll throw all that in here. Actually, I just realized before we do any kind of zombie hunting, before we do any kind of hunting at all, ever, we're going to have to make sure that we sleep in the bed here, because we haven't really slept at all. Or at least we've slept, but we definitely haven't left our bed there, so things could get a little bit tricky. We're going to keep that. We're going to... Oh, we need one of these. So, what we're going to do is we're going to run on over here, make ourselves a quickie little... Oh, there we go. I didn't get enough. No. Minecraft fail. There we go. Alright, we're going to put this together real quick. And there we go. We're going to make an item frame if I can ever do this correctly. Boop. There we go. Alright, now let's get this in hand. And I know I didn't exactly explore every inch of the map like I wanted, but you know what? We didn't explore every inch of the the northern map, rather, either, but we found what we needed, and we're just going to put that right there. And so far, this is our world. We do have a little bit more that we could add with that other map, but you know, I'll wait to put that up until we actually explore more of the map. And I've already got everything written down, so we'll take care of all that later. But right now, we're going to go buy ourselves a golden apple. That only costs 10, so we'll just get that. We'll get that splash potion, and we're going to wait until nightfall, which shouldn't be too long. And once nightfall hits, we're going to try and find ourselves a zombie villager to cure. So we're going to have a new friend in our awesome bush baby. Let's just call it the bush baby garden. I know it's not a big garden, but you know what? I don't really mind. It's a big garden of buildings. So let's come on over here, and we're going to christen our potion shop by buying our very first item from here. Hey, Grimhilda, how are you doing? You're probably still a little bit upset at me, but you know what? You'll get over it. I do have good news. I have found that witch hut. So you are in for a lot of potion making stuff. So, golden apple. And we're going to... Oh, I already took the potion. So, I am going to wait till nightfall, which isn't really that far away. And once night falls, we're going to go and get ourselves a zombie villager. So, I will see you guys once the lights go out. Alright guys, so we have managed to get ourselves a nice and not so healthy subject. Had to go all the way out to the desert to find him, but here he is, all ready and waiting. Oh, 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 you. Well, you know what, we're just gonna have to block you up. You're being a little bit aggressive. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. This way. Oh boy. Come on now. This way. This way, sir. He's quite confused. He doesn't quite know where to go. You okay there, buddy? Come on. Get inside. We're gonna go ahead and break these because you're safer in here than you are out there. And I'm not really sure what you're doing. But we can't exactly have you wandering off. So you know what? This way, there you go. Right in through here. So we seem to have a zombie villager that's retained a little bit of his humanity or whatever, because he's a little bit broken. He's not quite sure what he's doing, but you know what? We're going to take advantage of that. We're just going to push you right in there. There you go, buddy. And we got ourselves another zombie villager, and he just walked right back out. You know, buddy, this way. Come on now. Trust me, this is for your own good. We're gonna break that real quick, and there you go. Oh boy, you guys, I have no idea how to tell you just how long it took for me to actually do that. So, I'm gonna throw that at you, and we're gonna give that to you, and I'm gonna outro this video while he heals. So, let's just get ourselves around in here. Thank you very much for joining, and I'm going to actually let him cure off camera so that it'll be a surprise for you guys when you come back. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more, please make sure that you subscribe, and you know, if you like this episode, then make sure you do hit like, because it really helps the channel. I'd love to hear your suggestions and comments. I'm always willing to listen to things that would make my channel better, and I invite you to I invite you to come and join me on the live stream tomorrow, Saturday. If you go to the link in the description, you'll be able to find out just where to go. You can subscribe to me there, and you'll get a notification for when I start streaming. So, thanks again, and remember, Bush Baby loves you!